Hey, okay. This is Cedric and Cedra on CR Wrestling Commentary, New Japan Cup 2020, Day 4. We open up with Bushi versus Yo.
Yep.
And honestly, I would say this is easily higher than a 3-star match.
I guess. I mean, it was a match.
But no, hold up now. How can I say this?
It was a solid match.
It was solid, but how can I say this? But I don't know how much it is towards a 4. I can say arguably 3.5 stars.
Okay.
You know, I would not give it a solid 4, but I would definitely, I can say arguably 3.5. And part of the reason is because literally Yo had to fight back. On a plancha, he hurt his knee.
Early on.
Like opening part of the match. Very opening. And
he was just trying to battle back and stay in it the whole time. If he hadn't hurt himself, I think the match would have been a whole lot better. But He had to do what he had to do best he could.
I could see a lot in this match. And see, here's the thing. When someone gets hurt in Japan, it's not like you see them actually kind of take care of them. It's like, get on back out there, wrap it up and get back out there. And yeah, you don't wrestle, you don't eat. That kind of mentality. You don't wrestle, you don't get seen. Your status with the fans does not go up. Whether that status should be bad guy, good guy, don't matter.
Your injury has to be really, really bad for them to carry your ass out.
If your ligament is still hanging on, then you fine. Your leg got to be off.
Like when Hinare was a young lion and he got hurt, he could not put weight on his foot, and he was battling for another 10 minutes before they were like, okay, let's do something.
Yeah, literally, let's close the match. Get it over faster than it needs to be. So yeah, when it comes to Yo, at first I was like, how bad is it? That's the first thing I want to know, how bad it is. And the camera caught a good shot. I don't know if this is good or not for the cameraman, but it showed him when he turned around, you could see him thinking, and he bit down on that bottom lip like, damn it. And I'm like, crap. And Cedra was hoping that maybe it would just, the adrenaline would kick in as it goes further, but
never did.
Never did that. It's because they was having what should have been a 3-star match. Yeah. That's what they were having. That's what their mindset was. So there was no, let's get into this. It was just, let's go out there, do our thing, and go home. The reason I say arguably into that 3.5-star match is because Yo was fighting that knee injury. That's really it. Yo's fighting that knee injury and trying his best to perform. So seeing him fight through a just made leg injury and still going forward, that kind of put more emphasis on the match to me. And so any match where somebody has to fight but some like an angle of an injury, like, took the chair, smashed it on his leg. How good is his leg? He's got to go through the next match at their title match or something, and it's like he's got to fight through that leg pain. And it adds more to the match. But this was legit. So you got to see him work through it and do the best that he could, even though Bushi had to cover up for a few things that his leg would not allow him to do.
And Bushi is a good, solid ring general. But the problem I have with him is he's a dry bone.
He doesn't have in-ring charisma. He doesn't have that swag. Now, remember,
and it's not even swag. It's just each wrestler can have their own little unique thing, like an extension of their personality. Like for us with Sonata, it's like he takes his time. He's got all the time in the world, not knowing where the hell he is.
Yeah, everyone has that.
I just don't get that from Bushi. I still don't get Bushi yet.
Maybe it's the fact that he's wearing a mask. You can't see his face, so you don't.
No, Desperado that wears a mask. More mask than that.
Yeah, that's true. I was trying. Bushi after learning that he sustained an injury and that's why he doesn't perform like he could, I've slacked off a lot.
And I understand that. And I'm not even talking about his in-ring performance, although I haven't commented about his finisher yet. But I just mean, like, he just always seems like he's going through the motions. He always seems like Manabu was the last 3 years we watched him. I go out here and do my thing and then going back. And maybe that's where he is in his life and his career.
Maybe he realizes they're never going to give me this and never going to give me this title shot or anything. So he just say, screw it, you know. I do just enough to not get fired. You know, that was in the 1990s version of Car Wash.
Mm-hmm.
I think Tiny Zeus Lester. Yeah, I do enough just to not get fired. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty much how you should do every job, honestly. Maybe that's where he is, you know. I don't know. His finisher, yeah, the MX, you know, the diving lung blower. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it because of how it's set up. Just like Deep Impact, you know, by Kanemaru. I don't like, you know, toe kick him deep, Manhattan drop, you know, something of an epic stun or a major slap or throat chop. Get up there real quick, jump off and get him. I can see that.
They gotta get up there and wait. And
the
they got to
got
get
turn
up
around and be like, "Oh, there you are. Let me stumble to you."
Mm-hmm.
That makes it look bad, and because of that, it can lower to me the quality of the match, the quality of your work. You know, in tag teams, when someone can hold them there and it happens, that's fine.
Or push them at you.
Yeah, but I just, you know, because I've seen it. Push him at Bushi kick him in the face. They spin a little bit, he catch him. Okay, fine, that makes sense. That's fine, but
and Bushi is a better tag team wrestler than he is a singles match. Maybe that's what he's missing.
He's missing the right tag team partner.
Yeah,
and to feed off of certain moves, but you know that's maybe we'll figure it out. You know, Bushi ain't bad. He's a good, solid technical wrestler. He does great. You know, he just doesn't have. He's missing something other than tag team. It's something. Maybe his injury kept him from doing certain things he could do to have that thing that we would like to see. Maybe that's what that is. But you know, then again, this is not about a spotlight on Bushi.
No.
And like I said, I was hoping that Yo would lose because that knee injury, he needs time off. Hopefully, they will give it to him. You know. Hopefully, since there is a pandemic and Japan actually takes it serious, opposed to the United States, which does not.
Hey, you know they're gonna throw him in a tag match tomorrow.
Yeah, they do that when they should just leave him out. But anyway, they're gonna mess Yo up. It'll be wrapped. That knee pad will be a little thicker looking, and he'll be limping, and that's just sad. That's just sad. If you care about your talent, you make sure that they're all right. That's just how they go. So yeah, in this, Bushi wins, which he needs because you don't see him win much at all anyway.
Yeah.
We know he's not going to win this whole thing, but at the same time, it's good to see him get a win, especially in a tournament that most likely he shouldn't have been in the first place. So, you know, hey, congratulations, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we'll just go on to the next one and let's roll. Okay, so here's the option. This is a 4.5-star match or a 5-star match.
Yeah. It's
one of them. Now.
It came out of nowhere.
Now, okay. Yeah, obviously we've seen the match. So let's go ahead, because we keep it real. That's one thing about us. We keep it real. We let you know what we were thinking at various points of the match. That's what we do. So when this got started, I'm like, okay, Yoshihashi, he's coming out. Cool. And he was like, who's he going against? And so when I look up and I see the hiragana, I noticed the first two symbols. So I'm like, okay, that's Tenzan Hideyoshi. So she's like, oh, okay. And then he comes out and I'm like, yeah, okay. And I'm like, my first thoughts are, there is no feasible way Yoshihashi should be able to beat Tenzan.
Wow.
Okay? Bum, ankle, and all, Yoshihashi should not beat Tenzan because we are so damn used to Yoshihashi.
Yeah.
We are used to him. Now, my factoring is not only do I know Tenzan's array of moves, which is a lot of them and a lot of devastation, and he knows the basics and how to pace a match. Tenzan has proven to be quadruple tough even on a bum leg. All right, but imagine what Tenzan would be able to do if he didn't have that bum leg. If he used those months off to fix his, maybe it can't be fixed.
Maybe there's something where it's just as good as it's gonna get.
Yeah, maybe, So, and I know that Rocky Romero mentioned what it was along with Kevin Kelly, but they never expounded on what it would take to fix it or anything like that, which would have been really good back then. And I can't remember what they said the injury is or the status of his leg is. I do know this. When I mentioned on one of the first few times I talked to Kojima Satoshi on Twitter, and I thanked him for having such a great match, letting me see him in action. I said, get your arm fixed, and while your arm is getting fixed, make sure Tenzan fixes his ankle. And he hearted that. He gave that a heart, and he had a message for it and stuff. He was on the lines of, we'll do, and give him lots of bread or something like that. And that was a good moment. Now this match here
came out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, Tenzan made Yoshihashi look good.
Yes, he did.
Now here's the thing. I know Tenzan. Okay, I ain't talking about personal. I have listen. This is gonna sound cheesy and silly, but I've watched Tenzan through various accurate video games. I have watched him in many old school New Japan matches. That was before we took our years of hiatus from watching it.
We couldn't find it.
That was mainly it. So, truth be told, I know Tenzan. I know Yoshihashi. So, rationally speaking, Yoshihashi should not win at all. And I can point out 3 distinct areas in this match where Tenzan would have normally gone for the kill, and how you could tell. I know Tenzan. I know Tenzan. So he didn't do what he could do, and he didn't go into his extra repertoire. He did a few of his moves, which he all innovated. He didn't do some of the others. There's about 8 moves he left out. But Yoshihashi showed up.
Yes, he did.
This was not the Yoshihashi we're used to.
He did more than just scream.
He barely screamed. Let me tell you, Yoshihashi, I said this from the get-go when we came back. Yoshihashi has the best running chops in pro wrestling. All right? And now you can add standalone chops. Mm-hmm. Because he was lighting Tenzan up.
He's got a very good lariat, too.
Well,
I didn't say great, but he's got a very good, especially him to be so little.
Listen. Tenzan trains with Satoshi.
Yeah.
All right. How many lariats does Tenzan take in practice just to make sure his shit is all right and make sure that they're doing their things properly? Yoshihashi's best lariat in comparison to Kojima is practice.
Okay, I didn't say it was a Kojima level lariat. I said it was good.
Kojima lariats the world. All right. He has the world lariat. I love Kojima. Loved him for a long time. But yes.
Should I be concerned?
You might need to be concerned. There might be something going on. You might need to move on. But yes, Yoshihashi has a really good lariat. Before he dropped his mimicry of Kojima, he had a damn great lariat. Mm-hmm. He's dropped that off.
He lost all that weight.
And lost a lot of power and appearance.
Yeah.
But his cardio is great.
He does have great cardio.
He needs to add some things to his repertoire, and I know what they are now. I know what Yoshihashi is missing.
What?
He is missing extra technical moves. Smell like smoke. He's missing like extra pin predicaments. He don't need anything complicated. Not overly complicated. not like the love of my life pin or whatnot. He doesn't need that.
What the hell is that?
That's that luchador roll up, like a figure four half Nelson Ramahi straw cradle kind of.
Okay. And a pear tree.
And a pear tree. That's what it looks like. Like no one should kick out of that by any means. Yoshihashi needs, honestly, I'm being straight up, he needs an arm bar. Not necessarily the Fujiwara, but there's still a few out there. And not the seated arm bar either. You know? I'm just saying he could use that. He could use some leg submission holds.
His finisher that he... What's the finisher called?
Oh, the butterfly lock.
What does that work? Quote unquote.
Supposedly the neck, but also the arms. Not Tenzan, but Chono Masahiro used that effectively mainly against Keiji and a few others. But supposedly the neck, and it's almost like an inverted full Nelson.
He needs to work that area. His arsenal doesn't make any sense.
It's a lucha libre new era New Japan Pro Wrestling style mix, and it is dated. It's really dated. He's the only one still using that type of repertoire. Yoshihashi needs to update himself, but this is not a spotlight. We keep going in the spotlight. Listen, this match here, I thought Yoshihashi did great. I thought he was phenomenal.
It's the best we've seen him perform in about 2 years.
Yes, I love it. I hope he does this more often.
Yep.
I really do, because I felt this match. I was into it, and when he won, it made sense. I'm not used to Tenzan being submitted, but that's not what this is about. This ain't about what I'm used to. This is just about what makes sense. And what happened in that ring, honestly, it made sense.
Yeah.
It made sense.
He was putting it on Tenzan. It won't no bullshit.
He tried to headbutt Tenzan, and he hollered. Now that, I laughed hard on that. Mm-hmm. And then when Tenzan headbutted him, and he collapsed. That made it gives what the match needs. It gets Tenzan over. It doesn't bury him. It does what it needs to do. Beautiful, perfect job, well done on both sides. Job well done. The only reason I can give this to Yoshihashi, and it sucks, because I'm like, Tenzan, what I say, Tenzan about you saying, motherfucker, I ain't 30.
Yeah.
You know? but, and I don't know if you noticed this, but the last 3 or 4 minutes of that match, Tenzan started to look gassed out.
Yeah.
He's not used to he ain't 30 anymore.
He ain't 30.
And he's on that leg.
He's on that leg. And they always put him in 4-man tag team matches where he's not in it for very long. He doesn't have the cardio to do that like he used to. If he did it more often, he'd probably be better. Because he's not 30, but he ain't dead. Tenzan
can still go if they give Tenzan what he needs. Tenzan has been there, done it, but that doesn't mean he's out the pasture.
Yeah.
If it's a true competition, it shouldn't matter what generation you're in. You're always viable. Always. You know, always. If it's true competition. And that, because of what New Japan does, that is the part that makes their wrestling look phony. That's the only part that makes their wrestling look fake. Is the fact that you get to a certain age and then you're not viable anymore.
Yeah.
That's the only part. That's the only part. While everyone else around the world still regales these wrestlers, these legends, these athletes who can still go in that ring if they let them, New Japan puts them out the pasture like, well, help the young guys look good, teach them some ropes, and help them and build them into the champions that we won't use. That's pretty much it, and it sucks. But you got anything to add to this?
No, that's it.
All right. But like I said in the opening, 4.5 star match or 5 star? Which one do y'all think? Which one do y'all think? You know, So yeah, this has been going on long enough, but it was a lot we had to say. So we'll get to the next one. We got 2 matches left. You know my words. Let's roll. All right. So before we really get into Takahashi Yujiro versus Goto Hiroki, that tag match before this was silly. Is hyping up Takashi Hiromu and Toru Yano.
Yeah.
And Yano Toru, and that was silly. Hiromu should get an award for looking absolutely terrified.
Yes, he looked absolutely. He looked and behaved as if he was in terror.
And the match went on, hijinks, yeah, and Yano pulling out iotas of clippers from everywhere and leading to the back where he chased Hiromu too with the clippers, tied him up, and honestly, I don't see. Here's the thing: when wrestling looks goofy and stupid, it's still funny and it's a little fun, but it's when it looks stupid. It's athletic tape. Just tear it off,
yeah,
and get up and go. Just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just tear it off.
It ain't like he duct taped you.
The problem is you see too many wrestlers come to the ring, finish putting that tape on, and tear it off with their teeth. So it makes sense to just tear it off. I mean, see what I'm saying? It can delay you for a little bit, but it should only be that little bit. And and then after that, they wouldn't even help the man because they have to show that Toru's antics are long lasting. So Los Ingobernables de Japón just carried him around by his feet and arms. Sonata was nowhere to be seen, and then when he was standing there like, I don't really have much to do with this, I'll just walk away. We had to go up the steps. I mean, it was just hijink after hijink, and it was funny, but it was also silly. So that's to acknowledge that. Takashi Yujiro and Goto Hiroki, that match predominantly went as I expected. However, Takashi did turn it up a few notches and show things that you normally don't get to see out of him.
Yeah, because he's a tag team wrestler, 4-on-4.
And you got to see him carry a match.
Yeah.
And all the cheating in the world didn't help him.
No, it didn't.
GTR off the top, GTW, GTR standing, Goto Hiroki, that he wins. I mean, it's that simple. I mean, literally when Takashi came out, Cedar said, "All right, who you get ready to lose to?" I was like, "Huh?" I was like, "Oh yeah, who he's gonna lose to?" And then I had to own myself for a second because I said, I noticed how everyone's cheating for Takashi, but you ain't saying nothing. You ain't saying nothing. I said, well, then again, Takahashi can't wrestle.
There you go.
Yeah. So I was like, hoisted by my own petard.
Yep.
I'm trying.
Stop.
It's funny.
It's funny. Stop trying to help that jack off.
It's funny. Here's the thing. The only reason you like this is because you like Tai Chi a little bit and you don't want to admit it.
What the hell?
And that's really understandable.
Sweetheart, and I hope you don't find this insulting. I'm not a 7-year-old boy. I don't whoop somebody's ass because I like them.
I was trying to figure out where you were going to go with that. Okay.
I'm talking shit because I don't like them.
All right. Because I was like, let's not make any clarity jokes. You don't want to do that.
No.
Not at all. Not one. So, this match, I would honestly, even with all the hijinks and stuff, I would give it 4 stars. It's not going to go higher. It's not 4.1. It's not 4.0001. Nope, 4 solid. That's it. It don't get any higher. I would not give it any less than 3.7. Simple as that. It went above what I thought Takashi would do.
Yeah, he did go above.
And Goto performed as he should.
And it's just, we don't have anything by comparison. We don't know what it looks like when he actually does well.
No. So you have to go match by match, and going on how Goto performs and how we see Yujiro perform. I based it off that, and this went way above literally what I expected it was going to be.
Yeah, me too. Yujiro ate his Wheaties this morning.
He ate them. It was good Wheaties. He did good. All right. What we got? One more match?
I believe so. Yeah.
One more. I think we did. Have we done 3? This the 3rd one.
Sure.
I don't know. I haven't been. I'm doing this and not keeping count. I'm playing with. I'm playing with Optimus Prime pieces in the back, and I'm messing with shit. Townville. Township. Fuck. It's on my phone. I'm messing with that on the phone, and I'm on Discord. So I'm doing a lot. And I'm listening to the commentary of New Japan, and I'm looking up and stuff when I hear certain sounds. So I'm still able to gauge a full match despite all of these things. So I must know something, you know. I must be able to do something. All right. So yeah, we'll get on to the next one and/or last one, which this should be the 3rd one.
We'll see when we get there.
Remember. I got a headache a little bit. It's on the right side of my head. I'll pop my neck. Maybe that'll help. Anyway. Yeah, let's roll. Okay, so yeah, it was the main event. So Evil versus Kojima Satoshi, and I'm gonna have to send a message to him on Twitter because like I said, near the probably not far from the end sequence of the match, I was like, if Evil lose, I'll be happy. If Evil wins, I'll be all right. Now, honestly, I give this match a solid 4 stars.
Yeah.
Solid 4, not a 5. They would have had a long way to go to get to 5. But I like a lot of the elements and whatnot in this match. I don't want to try to come across like some damn quote-unquote smart mark or some crap like that. I just noticed certain things that I've noticed as a kid but didn't understand what I was looking at. Now I got an understanding of what I was looking at, and I can give definitions to the things that I've noticed. And this is stuff when I was 12 and stuff. The things that I just noticed in wrestling. They both went through their repertoire, even the advanced forms of their repertoire, and I enjoyed that. I like seeing Kojima be Kojima. I like that. Evil, did his thing. I would really alter a lot of my techniques if I were Evil. I mean, in general, just speaking, he is evil. He needs to wrestle like that. He needs to wrestle in an evil way. His character should be in an evil way. There are things that he should be doing, not even for gain, just because he can. And not even trying to be a super heel. He just is. There's a lot of moves, a lot of style that he could have to really blossom and truthfully stand out of the crowd. More so than just, in truth, awesome hair and a cool outfit. There's a lot that I could, I could make him look real good. I know how I would, advise him to be. And that STO would have a few variations. Just saying. I can see it. I can see it laid out, and people would be like, oh, we like Evil. Way more than they do. In fact, it would be out of respect. As heel and face, oh, you'd hate him. Oh, you'd hate him. But Kojima, he performed, honestly, even as he would in his youth. He was really not that different. But I also noticed that Kojima, how can I say this? There are not many holes in the story of his ways in the ring for this event. It is hard to see those holes in the story. Alright? However, knowing Kojima, knowing few things he could do and what should have happened, things on his side were 99.9% perfect. The only thing that was wrong with the match, the only thing that was wrong with the whole match was the delivery of that space tornado Ogawa that Evil calls evil or everything is evil. It did not look polished. It did not look well.
It was rushed.
It was rushed.
It was
It
rushed.
looked more like a really quick trip.
Yeah, it was more like a counter, not his finisher.
Yes, that was my problem with it. Run in a counter that don't even look strong, just trip him up and that's it. And I literally, when he got hit, I said he better kick out.
Yeah, he should have got him up and done it again.
Yes, but he didn't. That is my only problem with the match. That's it. Other than that, this match was good. Solid 4 stars, nothing less. I am glad to see Kojima in a main event. I'm glad to see that. I think he's always earned it and deserved it. But Tenzan, Kojima, I'm going to have to be honest with you. Those two are proof that New Japan Pro Wrestling do not like the veteran wrestlers. They don't.
Or the bookers don't like the veteran wrestlers.
Either Gedo, if he's still the booker, I think he is, or just in general New Japan staff and maybe stockholders just don't like the veterans. Maybe it's part of the culture there in Japan that of what they do and it translates into the ring. Maybe that's what it is, but honestly, it doesn't translate to pro wrestling well. I thought this match was good, as I said many times already, and the only thing I would change is how that STO was delivered. Yeah, Cedar's right. Pick him up, do it again.
Yeah.
Leg sweep, bam, done. That was not good. He was going to win. If you're going to beat a vet, beat him right. Evil knew he fucked that up. It was rushed, and it didn't look good. But that's literally at the point when someone can say you're doing the job. You know, from the smart Mark's point of view, that's the job. It didn't look good, but you stayed down. No, get up, do it better. That's what Kojima should have told him to do. Get up, do it better. I like what I love seeing those two wrestlers. I think they ought to do it again. You know, and it sucks because Kojima's got the largest arms in New Japan Pro Wrestling, and you can't. Here's the thing: there's no way he can keep that size and make himself available for endurance. That's not going to happen. You got to have either the size or the endurance. And Kojima can pace himself well to balance it. He can. At the same time, truthfully, I'm going to tell you one other problem I had. When he hit him with that left-handed lariat, he shouldn't have kicked out. He really shouldn't have. He ate his lunch. Done. You know? But all in all, good match. Good match. Good show. Tag match was great. Like to break it up.
Yeah.
I like that. I hope Yo is going to be all right.
Yeah, me too.
Bushi had a subtle hobble. I hope he'll be all right. Kojima, he was fine before. Now he's all messed up on his hand and stuff. I don't know.
Too much hardcore bread eating.
Yeah.
He bit himself. He gotta take it easy.
He did not hold back on that bite. He did not hold back. So, yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this. Day 5 is up. Did you want to start watching that now? Or
I'm game if you are.
Alright, we can start watching it. Alright, I'll have to make a new graphic and stuff for Fillmore 9 because it's going to take a while to render.
Okay.
But yeah, this Fillmore 7, I'm going to use Fillmore 9 for that. So, yeah. So, you know, thank you for your time, your listening, and all the other stuff. Yeah. And any comments are always welcome. So, yeah. This has been Cedra for CR Wrestling Commentary for New Japan Cup 2020 Day 4. Thank you for listening.